Welcome guys, this is me Shahzeb Kamal from pktutorial.com. Guys, this is our second class about jQuery, where we will learn that how to implement jQuery in our web page. So for doing this we must need internet connection because we have to download a library of jQuery from its website. So let's open the Chrome or any browser which you prefer, and then just type the address of jquery.com. jquery.com is the address of that library, and actually jquery.com is an official website of jQuery library, and there you will find a lot of things, a lot of help and documentation, APIs and something. As you can see, plugins, blog, browser support, downloads, everything about jQuery is here in this website. By the way, as you can see, it is a cross-browser application, cross-browser library. For example, you can use it in IE, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, Opera and Chrome and more. So you can use it wherever you want, and then it's also work with CSS3 selectors also. You can use CSS3 selectors also by using the jQuery, and it's really lightweight because it's only 32 KB minified and gzipped version. By the way, means it has no size. 32 KB is nothing in today. So just click on the download library option where you can find some versions of jQuery. Now when I clicked on download, then I come to the page here, download, jquery.com/download, and here you will find 4 versions. Actually there is the jQuery 1.x and the 1.x version 1, 1.x version 2, and there 2x. There are also 2 versions. So two versions are here and 2 versions are here. So the difference between 1x and 2x is just simple that 2x is so latest, but you can use it 1x also. By the way, in the 1x series we have the last version as 1.11.2, and in the 2x we have the very first version of it is 2.1.3. so by the way, I'm just gonna download this version. There are 2 versions, as you can see, in 1x. So for getting the 1x version, you can see that download the compressed production jQuery 1.11.2 or download the uncompressed development jQuery to 1.11.2. Same here, like download the compressed and production and download the uncompressed and development jQuery. So the difference between the compressed and uncompressed version is just simple that if I open it in a browser in the tab, and it's also open it the compressed version in tab, then you can see this is the uncompressed and development version of jQuery. Okay, you can see spaces, you can see extra inters, line breaks, you can see a system, you can see a hierarchy of different codes in a unique way. You can see really good way to defining the jQuery library. But if you click on there, it means the compressed version of jQuery. So there you can't find any type of extra space in this code. Actually, the difference between both files is just that uncompressed version has a lot of spaces, a lot of line breaks. For example, it has a complete hierarchy of the code, and here you can't find any code because it has not. So we will download this compressed production jQuery version. I'm just gonna click on the right click on this file and just click on the save link as. Then just guide your browser to the place where you want to download. I'm just gonna click on the desktop. So it's the desktop actually. So there, just create a new folder where I'm just gonna type jQuery project, and inside this folder just save this file. You can save this file with your name, by the way. For example, you can edit the name of this file, but I'm just gonna save this file with this actual name. By the way, the save as type is JavaScript file. You have to remember that jQuery is made on JavaScript. That is why it has the extension of JS. I'm just gonna show jQuery project, this folder I just created before some time ago. So now I'm just going to inside this folder, and there you will find the file which I download some time ago. Right click on this file and click on the properties. Now you will find the type of this file is JS, means it has a JS extension, means it's totally JavaScript file. Now you can change the name of this file also with your opinion. For example, I'm just renaming it jQuery. And now what to do more? Now just create an HTML file, because it is really important. So I'm just gonna click on the Notepad++, and it's opened. So by the way, I'm just clearing that I will use Notepad++ completely in this course. By the way, just designing a basic HTML coding and renaming it. Click on the desktop, go to the jQuery project and rename it to the index.html and enter. And now just create a complete hierarchy of the code of HTML like this: body, and inside the head I'm just gonna insert the title in this way, and inside the title jQuery professional course pktutorial.com, and after that I think I should mention my name also. Shahzeeb Kamal. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on YouTube, wherever you want to find, in Twitter by the way. So now just insert the div tag here and put something inside this div tag. For example, I'm just gonna insert I'm just gonna type test. I'm just gonna type test, nothing much. By the way, this is a basic file, this is a basic HTML file. I'm just gonna open it in the browser, double click on the index file, then you'll find it this file in the browser. Just cancel all old files. Now this file is gonna show. So now I'm just gonna implement the jQuery library inside our web page. For implementing jQuery library, we just have to use the script tag, as I'm gonna use as I'm using. Okay, script tag, and insert the src attribute, for example means source attribute. So then just address the file path jquery.js. this is the path of the file, the jQuery library. As you know that if I open the jQuery project folder, and the both files is on the same path, that is why I'm not inserting or typing any extra folder name. I'm just typing the file name. And now in this way jQuery has implemented. For using jQuery, now you just have to think that jQuery has implemented, but now how to use jQuery? So just insert another script tag, and remember, you can't code jQuery inside this script tag. Okay, you can't code jQuery inside this script tag where you just address the path of jQuery. You have to create another script tag for scripting jQuery. By the way, the syntax of jQuery is so easy and so simple. Just insert a dollar and insert two parentheses, insert a period, insert two parentheses, and insert a semicolon. This is the syntax of jQuery, which is really easy to understand, and all of the jQuery is dependent on this syntax, believe me. And now the first one parentheses set is for addressing the selector, and here you have to type the event or the function, whichever you like to use. So there I'm just gonna address the selector, and the very first selector is document, which is necessary to implement, which is necessary to type. Okay, so then document.ready, the ready function defines and declares that our document is ready, and the very first selector is document. Now this is the very basic syntax of jQuery to start, and this is important. By the way, now we have just inserted the very basic jQuery syntax. Now what to do? Now we have to insert a function, yeah, with the 2 parentheses and 2 curly braces inside the ready functions parentheses. Okay, now insert everything of jQuery, whatever you want to insert in jQuery here. Okay, here. Now again insert the same syntax, as I said that all of the jQuery is dependent on this syntax. So now change your syntax. Now I'm just choosing this tag as our selector. Now you can understand that how easy jQuery is. Div dot fade out, as I said before in the last class, fade out. I just typed that div dot fade out. Now just see, whenever I refresh this page, then nothing happens. But why? I'm going to here. Yes, the O of the out should be capital. It means we have to insert the functions in a camel style, where the first word of the sentence is small, the first word's character is small and the second word's character is capital, like F is small and O is capital here. And now just refresh this page. Now you can see that it showed before, but after that it just hidden in this way. This is the fade out method, and now in this way you can fade out your document, your element, using jQuery. So this is a way to implement the jQuery in your web page. I hope you understand this class. Stay tuned. We will be back inshallah ta'ala.